There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Rice, a man who can do little wrong right now.
Well, I think he's been excellent in that deep midfield role, Peter. One that's becoming very increasingly specialist, it has to be said. He's absolutely indispensable for this side at the moment.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Hazard. And it's Zanetti. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Rice. And Hazard. Now it's Puskás. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Xavi Alonso. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for the run. And it's hoisted clear. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mbappe. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a shade optimistic. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Zanetti. And the shot! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. Oh, such a clever touch. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. Tries to pass it through. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Neymar. Italy yet to have an attempt on goal. Can he get it through? He could be in here. And the finish! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Italy are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rijkaard receives it in a good position here. Neymar. So, what can they make of this? That is ended up in no man's land. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He has found a way through. That's good running with the ball. Showing good feet. Quality ball. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Messi! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Puskás. Messi cuts out the pass. And that is going out for a goal kick. Zanetti. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Now it's Neymar. Crunching tackle. And this is Ronaldo.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Out of play for a throw. Neymar driving on and making good progress. It's Neymar! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Italy can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Italy really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Neymar! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Alexander-Arnold.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, played right into his path. And he's straight offside. Cannavaro. Hakimi. Opts for safety. Rice, very much a player of the moment. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Neymar.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Neymar has it in a wide position. And he passes it long. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Hazard. Oh, it's come loose. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Some really good ball movement. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Italy can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Hazard viene sostituito con il numero 3.
Van Dijk. Italy are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played out to the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Rijkaard. Rudiger. Has a look and plays it forward. And Puskás! Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Chance! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It was an absolute certainty. He just had to.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's gone for a throw-in. Modric. Neymar. He's beaten the last man. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Puskás. Puskás! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Szoboszlai goes short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. A lot of space. And a chance! Rijkaard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. Referee has just said play on. Puskás. Italy have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Szoboszlai, given the lift of his goal. And Puskás! And he comes up trumps again. Neymar, and he was quick to react. No, again there's no way through. Mbappe.
Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Messi. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Not too much more here than... That's that, the end. Italy are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Szoboszlai claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Doué, and here's Haaland, pinches it off him. Rijkaard. Now it's Puskás. Rodri. Now it's Doué. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Rijkaard. Italy looking to pass their way through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pass somewhat off target. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Guardiola. Doué. Doué! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten running with the ball. And he's had a hit! It's bounced back off the post. Still goalless at the moment. Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. That's a throw. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Anderson is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's going for goal!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Akanji calmly anticipates. And it's Doué. That has not gone well. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. He's in a great position here. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Hazard. Puskás. Hazard. Played back. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Zanetti gets into a good position. He's a sharp little ball here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
It's Van Basten! Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Searching pass he's played there. Zanetti.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. Brandt unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Van Basten. Good ball, good take. Nuno Mendes. Now Anderson. And it's Mendes. There will be a throw-in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rodri. Vardiol. And here's Doué. And here's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And we're underway again.
Italy really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Puskas clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gordon. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But they've got it again. Oh, what a ball! Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Van Basten. Lovely bit of skill. Hazard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nicely aimed pass. And the shot! Oh, crossbar! Rijkaard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Rijkaard. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And he's had it nicked away. Nico Gonzalez. Looking for options for movement. Schlosserbeck. And it's Rijkaard. Just about up to the hour now. That looks a good ball through. Poor robust challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Just eases him off the ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Brandt. And he's being shifted off it.
Brandt really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Puskas. Hakimi. And it's Brandt. Your impression so far, Jim?
Italy are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Van Basten. Well, they've got it back in a hurry, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Puskas. The ball has bounced loose now. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Soboslai. Van Basten. Van Basten! He has done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest...
And he shoots! It's in! And they get themselves in front! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Numero 10.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Nuno Mendes. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball! Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nico Gonzalez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
The chance to pull further clear. Oh, he's missed!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Szoboszlai, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar. Nuno Mendes. Here's Gordon. Azar, good driving run. And reclaimed it in a trice. So that's it, it is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities.